Hey everybody, it's Callus. I wanted to wait a little bit before making this video just in case some of you did not immediately see who won the tournament, but it's been about a week since the tournament concluded. You should at this point know, and I'm not spoiling anything, it was ABR, the Callus Invitational 5 champion, over Marco P in the first set of the grand finals. As a whole, I thought that this tour was extremely successful. We destroyed the previous record for the amount of money. We had more donors than ever before. The baton pass clause that I implemented for this tour was very smooth, didn't feel disruptive. We didn't have problems with BP throughout the tour, but it also didn't mess up the metagame and make ADV not feel like ADV. This was by far the biggest and best Callus Invitational that we've had, and I think we knocked it out of the park. I think it just gets better every year, and it's incredible to me, humbling, overall just awesome to see that this tour somehow continues to grow every single year and become something bigger and bigger. As far as the future, I don't want to talk about it too much right now. A lot can and does change in a year or 9 months or whatever it would be until the hypothetical Callus Invitational 6 would begin. I don't want to make any commitments to something that far in the future. At this point in my Pokemon career, as in general, I'm very much on a week to week, month to month, year to year basis. I'm not going to make commitments for a year from now. I'm just not. If this tournament does come back, you guys know that I will put in the same level of effort and time that I've always put in and try to make it somehow even bigger and better than this year was, but that's a bridge that we can cross another day. Right now, I turn my focus to SPL. I am signing up again to manage that, not with Java, by the way. Some of you guys might know my other co-manager that I'm signing up with this year, but for those of you who don't, I will leave you in suspense, but I'm very excited about it. Whether or not we get selected is a different matter. Obviously, I hope that we do. And basically, based on that, whether we get selected or not, how well we do in the tour, all that good stuff, that's going to obviously be a big factor in my decision as to what my involvement with Pokemon is going to be going forward, when it's time to hang up the boots, all that. But I'm old, and I'm not going to still be here when I'm 40, so we'll take it a little bit at a time. Callus Invitational 6 is a possibility, and it's pretty likely if we do, in fact, get picked for SPL. If not, we'll see. So let's just see how that goes. Anyway, rambled enough. With this year in particular, like I said, I have very little negative to say. It went really well, I thought. But there's a lot of people to thank. This tour is done very much as a team effort. It isn't just me. And it wouldn't be what it was without the contributions of many individuals. So as promised, you guys are in this video and are going to be given the credit that you deserve for making the tour what it is. Here is a list of our donors this year, and I specifically highlighted the three-figure donors in the red there, which amazingly there were more than half a dozen of, so it's wild that people are willing to throw three figures at this tour and make massive contributions to making the tour what it was. $2,321, I believe, was the final prize pool, which is insane, obviously. So, credit to the following people that you see on the screen: 16-Bit, Aberforth, Alux, Anonymous A, Anonymous F, Anonymous L, Anonymous P, and Anonymous M, Badass, Bush Tush, Disno, Emma, Fakes, Finchinator. Froggy was a three-figure donor, so mega props to him. H-Clat. Haika gets the most props of anybody at all because he's literally the biggest Callus Invitational donor ever, all time. He's donated three figures 3 years in a row. This guy is an animal and is a huge part of why this tour is what it is. Thank you, Haika. Hero, who you'll see again a little bit later, he contributed elsewhere. Java the Griffin, my longtime friend and co-manager. A three-figure donor this year was huge. He and Posse G combined during the play-ins to get us up over the hump of more money than we had in the previous year, which was an incredible achievement. Johnny G2, in addition to his really nice top 6 run in his CALLOUS Invitational debut, also a money donor. Colin Lynx was an enthusiastic donor. He sent quite a bit of money, three-figure donor, as you can see in the red. Mad Dog, Makana, Mickmer, same deal. Mickmer, great run, top 8 in his debut, and a donor. Really, really good. Mr. Kings 202, Nelson Daly, Nico, Posse G, love him or hate him, was a huge help to this tour with his three-figure donation. Really appreciate that. Siglet, who I hope opts to play in some form, whether it's play-ins or main event, if there is a CALLOUS Invitational 6. The Universal Will, huge three-figure donation from him, completely unexpected and massive difference for this tour. Thank you very much. Toby Trigger, longtime supporter of my channel, very aware of that, very appreciative of that. Thank you. TOF, my SPL teammate from last year, great guy, made a commitment months ago that he was going to donate to this tour, didn't forget about it, and came through huge with a three-figure donation. Triangles, the CALLOUS Invitational 3 champion, giving back, which is huge, giving some of that money that he won back to this tour and keeping it growing, paying it forward, if you will. Really appreciate you. Watermess, who participated in our play-ins and has narrated for this tour before, another huge contributor. Waves, who has donated to multiple CALLOUS Invitationals, donated CI3, and also again this year. Ouija and Zach Peasy, who donated 3 separate times and helped moderate the Discord server. Huge contributor in red, three-figure total donation from him. Like I said, our total prize pool 23-21 surpassed even Blunder Tour, and he has so many more followers than me. I've got sub 500 subscribers, whereas he has like 50 million or whatever the hell his number is, and somehow we managed to beat out his tour with our prize money this year, which is amazing. And that could never have happened without all the people that you see here on the screen. Additionally, I want to thank these people for different reasons. Broomer Age, second year in a row working with her. She did the art for the tour. I love the logo and think just like last year, she did a fantastic job. Really appreciate her work and her effort and her putting up with me and how much of a picky pain in the ass I am. Fix this, fix that. I don't like that. I don't like that. A million revisions later, she came out with a badass logo, and nobody else would deal with me. Really, really enjoy working with her and appreciate what she does. Thank you. Dexa, one of the main narrators this year, after participating in this tour 4 years in a row. Huge narrations. My personal favorite narrator this year was Dexa. He really is entertaining to listen to, and I love his voice. Thank you for contributing. Disno, longtime narrator for the tour, was a guest narrator this year. H-Clat, 4th place, amazing finish from him, and a guest narrator this year. Haika, as if he didn't already do enough for this tour with his huge money donations, also guest narrated this year. Hero, longtime moderator of my Discord server. He also contributed with the spreadsheet this year. Really helpful. Hot Skitty on Whale Lord Action. Hasoa, however you want to pronounce his name. Longtime friend, longtime moderator on my server. Just a really helpful guy in general. Again, made this tour way smoother than it otherwise would have been without him by posting replays and being in the server. Thank you. Jabba, as I discussed before, not only a three-figure donor, but also a guest narrator this year. Maybe he'll go back to actual narrator next year. My wife made all of the thumbnails this year, which was something that would have taken me hours and hours had I done it myself. She had the patience for this tour that she gives zero fucks about to make the thumbnails for me, which I really appreciate. She also put together what you're looking at now, which again, I really appreciate. Sadly, CS has done the trailer video for me 3 years in a row. Way, way better at video editing and that kind of thing than I could ever be. The trailers are always badass and get me super hyped for this tour, and that's really sweet. And he also has contributed with the usage statistics, as did Hero. Those two worked together to do it at various times. Sadly, CS did the bulk of it, I think. and that's a very valuable resource that we all look at months and years after the fact. Invaluable contributor to this tour. Really appreciate you. Techless, massive contributor. Not only did he guest narrate, but he also participated in the play-ins, and he also convinced the staff of Smogon to award a custom avatar to the winner of this tour, which is a super badass and exclusive prize that I never saw coming, so that's huge. The Sprinkler guest narrated this year. Thank you for stepping up to the plate and doing that. I always appreciate it. Water Mess, same deal. Stepped up and guest narrated, and like I said before, was also involved in the tour in previous years and played in play-ins this year. Zach Peasy stepped up to moderate the tour. Appreciate you being in my Discord server and making things a lot smoother. And Zakaru alongside Dexa was my other main narrator this year. It was very prompt, very reliable. Both of them were. They were really good about getting me the narrations within a day or two so I could get them up. They obviously put time and effort in, and it made the tour way, way smoother than it otherwise would have been. So, for everybody in this video, all the donors, all the contributors, all the participants, really, really appreciate you guys. I hope you guys, the spectators, even if you didn't donate or anything like that, I hope you enjoyed the show. A lot of time and effort from a lot of people goes into making this tour a reality. It's something that can't happen unless the community comes together and makes it happen. I simply try to organize all of that, but it is very much a team effort. It is very, very far from being all me, and it's the 5th year in a row that we've run this tour. It has evolved leaps and bounds since its humble beginnings. And you guys, if you were involved in any way, even if that just meant watching the videos and hitting the like button, should be very, very proud of what you have helped bring to fruition. So I thank absolutely everybody who was involved with the tour. If it's the last one, it was a really, really good one to go out on. If there's one next year, we'll try to make it even bigger and better. In the meantime, like I said, my focus is going to be on SPL. Wish me luck in getting picked, and we'll go from there. Thank you very much. I will see you guys in the next video.